Welcome to this course where you're going to learn how to stand out as a developer using Markdown. This very GitHub project that you're looking at here is the one that got me a ton of compliments from my interviewers back when I was looking for my first job as a software developer. The reason for it is because I was explaining so clearly how to use my code, what it was supposed to do, and showing the instructions on the commands that had to be run to get this code running, and then also showing the visual stuff of how this is supposed to work. This was created with Markdown, and this is what you're going to learn how to create in this course. Markdown is a markup language that looks like what we have here in the left side. And then once it's rendered, we get something like we have here in the right side. Now, Markdown didn't only get me compliments when I was starting my career, it also got me compliments from my colleagues when I wrote the documentation on how to use our software projects. With Markdown, you can not only add beautiful images and make everything aesthetic, but also add very useful sequence diagrams and flowcharts, among others. So this is what we're going to learn in the course. My name is Roxana Lafuente, and I will be your instructor throughout this course. I'm a software engineer with 8+ years of experience working internationally in Argentina, the Netherlands, and Germany for companies, mainly big tech companies such as Booking.com, Yelp, among others. So if you're wondering why should I learn Markdown? Markdown, as we saw, is using GitHub and also in Notion. This is a Notion page and you can directly type Markdown and this would be a heading. So you can work in Notion faster by knowing Markdown. Same with Obsidian, and of course you will know how to knowledge share and write beautiful documentation that your fellow developers will understand thanks to Markdown. If you are ready to learn everything there is to know about Markdown and be noticed in interviews and by your fellow developers because your documentation is on the next level, let's get going. Let's start with the course.